Arena in Hobart. North Melbourne home game against the Cats. And we're underway in bright sunshine. Stanley in the ruck gets the initial palm down. Straight in. Was done through that traffic. The Higgins back into the lineup this week. Tui, Kolajasny, Higgins. Knew the traffic was coming. Blitzars, Tui. All this going back to go forward. That's the debutant, Paul Curtis, with the tackle. And he heads toward Goldstein's lead. Just ran under it a little. Speaking of debutants, Paul Curtis wearing Robbie Tarrant's old 25 for North Melbourne. Mum played Com Games netball for Tonga, so comes from a good sporting family. McDonald gets north toward and launches. Never kicked an AFL goal. That's a huge lead. And almost the mark pulled down. Umpire said no. Ball came to Greenwood and almost the debutant Paul Curtis with his first goal.
Let's have a look at
Simpkin scrambles it away. Paul Curtis, Tui. Who's holding who? Okay, so Paul Curtis will take it. 4 goals in the VFL win against Footscray last week to break his way in to this senior lineup for his first AFL game. So he's in goal-kicking form.
So we saw that there, 1 metre outside the 50 was where the infringement was, and yet the man's inside 50.
That'll work back. Will it work back enough? Touched on the line.
Okay, thank you.
Justice as well.
Review complete. Looking at these angles, we can see the ball is touched before crossing the back of the goal line. Decision on the scoreboard.
The umpire gave him an extra 2 metres from where the free kick really was to where they set the mark, so that's justice. Accidentally they did it. Except if your name's Caleb Daniels.
So you didn't like the look-away kick late yesterday?
How's that working?
Paul Curtis is working well. Sends it to where he'd like to be. Top of the 50. So they can make something of this finally. Curtis Taylor spills it. Atkins, Guthrie in that congestion. Larkey throws it out, and that works. Simpkin, normally clever, and clever here. Paul Curtis took a little look, little netball step, and then realised, no, this is my moment. Talked about his goal-kicking form in the VFL last week. He kicked 4 goals in 15 minutes in a quarter for the Western Jets to get recruiters excited with his X-Factor. Picked 35 in the 2021 draft. In bright sunshine in Hobart. And he misses that chance as well.
It is, but it's 5 disposals and 3 shots at goal to him, so
yeah,
he can find the right positions inside forward 50 to be a target.
Just for his...
He had a metre or 2 to spare. Heads to Hawkins. Off his hands. Bouncing ball. Back to Curtis, working hard. Goldie, not your run and carry kind of guy. Gives it back to Curtis. He might get it back a 3rd time here. Inside to Zerha. Now to Simpkin. Jewett. Tarrant Thomas. To Goldstein. Time enough for North. If they can get some players onto this. That's high. Paul Curtis again. And he floats it towards goal and through the hands of Simpkin. Kane Turner. Paul Curtis. $64 points now. The margin. Down the line towards Cherry. Could have been a free. It is a first half. Back to Zeeble. Made Scott go back and get it. Handball behind him. De Koning got there in front. Open goal. Paul Curtis bends it around. He's got his first. Pick 35, 2021 draft. Didn't play footy until the age of 11.
Super excited to have you in, mate.
And here's his jumper presentation from the great Boomer Harvey. And here he is, his first goal in AFL footy.
10 disposals, 4 shots at goal, had 3 early shots where he just couldn't nail an opportunity, but he's shown enough this afternoon that there's a bright future ahead. He gets fitter and stronger and is able to work through 4 quarters of AFL football. His impact's just going to get better and better. Not bad getting your jumper presented by one of the game's all-time greats as well. Still involved at the footy club, Boomer Harvey.
Looks like he can still play, Jono.
Yes.
Cameron, sure what he was trying to do to bring a teammate into it, maybe. And down the spine, Paul Curtis looks up. Just scored his first, can maybe set one up. Feeds it to Zeeble. In the marking contest, but not in general play. Jezza gets up, can't mark it. McDonald caught, siren sounds. A masterclass from the Cats, who got their claws back out this afternoon. Massive victory, 60 points to margin, 121 to 61, with Jeremy Cameron, the star of the show, with
Out of bounds. That was out of bounds. That was out of bounds.